Body armor, specifically the plate carrier. I broke down and bought one. Yet, I have not currently integrated this into any of my defense plans. Why? In one of his articles, the late Colonel Cooper wrote that the worst question you can ask someone with a new idea, new gadget, new invention is, what is it for? Well, what's the plate carrier for? Obviously, it's to allow yourself to get shot without getting injured. Well, injured maybe, but not dead. Does the plate carrier fit in the philosophy of the scout rifle? The first problem with the plate carrier is weight. It is heavy. The concept of the scout rifle is to have a major caliber rifle cartridge fired from a weapon whose weight more closely resembles that of a combat carbine. High speed and low drag is the mark of Cooper's Lone Scout. Cooper's Lone Scout would seldomly, if ever, find himself engaging a target where the body armor is actually optimized, i.e., keep your plate between you and the enemy. Your plate carrier is not very useful in this position, or in this position, or this one. But the scout rifle was meant to be a multi-purpose rifle, not just used in the field for lone scouting, but in self-defense and, if necessary, assault. The scout rifle is not the best weapon for the job, but you fight with what you've got. So let's see if the scout rifle with the vest can function if forced to do so. One characteristic is with the plate carrier, the traditional shooting stance is not what you want to have. The rule of close quarters combat with the vest is that you keep your body armor, your plate, between you and the enemy. So you now have a squared stance instead of a traditional bladed stance. Let's see if the scout rifle can operate under these conditions. Can be done, but nobody in their right mind is going to engage a target at 100 yards away in a standing position squared to the target, hoping that your adversary is accurate enough to hit you in your plate. But it can be done. So what about answering that bump in the night? Do you really think you're going to have time to put on a plate carrier? You're far more likely having to grab the pistol off your nightstand, and if you can secure your immediate area, then you would go to your shoulder weapon. So at the very least, if you're answering a home invasion or some kind of bump in the night, you're just going to have time to grab your weapon and maybe a spare magazine. So the plate carrier is not a viable tool for a home invasion in the night. What about as a Minuteman rig? The Minuteman comes from colonial times where a militiaman should be ready within 1 minute. This was more of a figurative. I doubt there were any people with their pocket watches actually timing the Minutemen, but let's see if we can do this literally. So let's see if I can be suited up, ready to go within a minute. We're going to start with my conventional, regular Minuteman rig. 3492. Now this rig is basically a day rig. I should be able to function within 12 to 24 hours with the gear I can get on in 1 minute. I'm working on another concept, a 3-day rig. Let's see how well I can do the 3-day rig. $32.50. Now my 3-day scouting rig is a project I'm working on where the waist strap carries the magazine pouch, fighting knife, and other tools normally carried on a pistol belt, and any other gear will be put on the shoulder strap. The backpack itself carries spare ammunition, water, rations, additional clothing, and other mission specialized equipment such as thermals, optics, night vision, or even a drone if necessary. This will be fodder for a future video. Let's see how well the plate carrier does as a Minuteman rig. 107.14. Surprisingly, not as bad as I thought it would be. And a little refinement I could probably get inside a minute, but as you can see, this is not a rig you're going to get on anywhere near as quickly as a conventional load-bearing vest or even my 3-day backpack. With this setup, you're not going to do a 12-hour scouting mission, or much less a 24-hour one or a 3-day one. So the Minutemen respond, and then they get relieved by men on the line with plate carriers and ballistic helmets as well. Richard Mann, author of the Scout Rifles study, devoted an entire paragraph decrying and condemning how the production scouts have taken on more tactical features. He calls them tactardish. So you can only imagine how scout rifle gurus like Richard Mann would react to someone trying to bring a plate carrier into the scout rifle weapon system. The scout rifle was meant to be a multi-purpose rifle. Can it be used in a situation where you would be requiring a plate carrier? Yes. However, one would have to contend that if you are so concerned about CQB, i.e. room clearing or trench clearing or some other close quarters rapid exchange of fire, if you're investing in a plate carrier, you might want to invest in a semi-auto. It can be done, but if you're going to go this route, go all the way. With that in mind, I am not going to include the plate carrier as part of my scout rifle weapons system. I'm going to equip it with loops for shotgun shells and make this part of my shotgun's weapon system. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.